Yaramin Fa Two. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AR Wrestling Podcast. And as always, we are your hosts, Alex and Ryan. What's going on, Ryan?
What's up? Not too much, Alex. I'm just chilling,
Oh
ready for an
God.
electric week. Elimination Chamber coming up.
Oh God. We got a lot. So this week we got, like you're saying, it's basically Elimination Chamber build-up. So let's just get right into Raw. I don't have any news for this week. I don't know about you, Ryan.
Nah, I
Do
ain't
you have
got
any
too much.
news?
No news. No news. Not even none.
All right. So let's just do it then. So we get right into Raw. Raw, we see Bianca Belair and Naomi. Then, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Then we get Gunther, then Io Sky, and Dakota Kai, Lyra Valkyria, and then Cody Rhodes. So Gunther was actually walking in, and they've seen Alpha Academy doing a TikTok. So that was pretty interesting and kind of funny. Obviously, we know Dakota Kai and Lyra, Women's IC Championship, kind of as the sport. And then we get a graphic of The Rock's offer as well. So does Cody Rhodes sell his soul? We will see from
If
Saturday
he's a
night
smart
in
man, he will.
Toronto. I hope he doesn't. Honestly, I hope he does not. So let's just get right into it. When it comes down to this, we just open up with Logan Paul, and he goes, "As you know, I am from Ohio, and I got to be honest. I got a story. As I was coming in today, I looked out the window, and I saw. What did he say? I saw depressing Cincinnati. I said, let's pull a U-turn. I want to go home. But no. I will go to Cincinnati and perform because I'm just that humble. He gets you suck chance. He goes, you don't respect talent, you waste talent. Look what you did to Joe Burrow. I was like, damn. If you don't know, Ryan, Joe Burrow is the Bengals quarterback. For those who don't
Yeah.
know. So last time I was in a ring on Raw, I beat Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. I punched my ticket to Chamber. And I will defeat 3 doorknobs and John Cena. I was like, oh, okay. He said, I will go to headline WrestleMania and face Cody Rhodes to become the face of this company. And then Punk comes out. And supposedly we learned Pat was locked in a Porta John. Like Punk, as Pat was in it, Punk was turning the Porta John to face a wall, which is kind of funny. And Pat goes, I didn't miss a single drop. But Logan imitates Punk during his entrance. We get CM Punk chance. Punk's like, why? Logan's like, I don't understand y'all's problem with me. What's your problem with me, Punk? Are you jealous? I see what you say online. I hear what you're about. Look at me. Like, look at me. Punk goes, I'm looking. I succeed at everything I do outside the ring. And your career is just you failing upwards. And Punk goes, I don't have a problem with you. I don't know you well enough. This is about Elimination Chamber. What I see, though, a dime a dozen, loudmouth kid says and does ignorant things for a reaction. You think that makes you a talent? These people deserve better. And Logan, he fires back real quick. He goes, look at this guy, all high and mighty. How about you, Punk? When you came back, it was one of the greatest returns in WWE history. What happened, though? You cracked under pressure. You couldn't handle the spotlight, Punk. That's why I'm here. You're all they know. It's Stone Cold, John Cena, CM Punk. The inevitable fact is that changes. Now, I'm a full-timer, and it's just a matter of time until they're chanting my name, Logan Paul. No. We're not going to change
Not
his name.
sketchy. It's
Because you
not
know why?
sketchy.
Punk's like, what are you saying, Ryan?
I said, let's be real. Not sketchy.
No. Cannot. You can't fold for Logan Paul. Are you really doing that right now? That's crazy.
No.
He said no. So Punk goes, should we wait? They might start chanting your name. There's a lot that you said was wrong, though. What you're right about is the names do change. Those names, including myself, we are legends, history makers. Under the pressure, you said I crack. I make history. You're barely a flash in the pan. You're not going to be here long enough to be remembered. The Elimination Chamber, Saturday in Toronto, I will eliminate you. Call it a receipt from the Royal Rumble. I'll go to WrestleMania. I'll face Cody Rhodes, and I will leave Vegas with the world title, which made me think he was going to somehow get involved in Jay's match, but I was like, no, they're not going to fuck that up that hard. So he goes, I'll make history, and you will be history. Vegas is all for me. I don't care if Cody thinks he has a sell his soul to beat me. He knows that I'm Satan himself, and in this business, you are nobody. Logan and Punk get nose to nose, though. And then Logan, like a little pussy, he slaps Punk and runs away. And Punk goes, run while you can. You're locked in a cage with CM Punk Saturday, and I promise you'll understand why they chant my name. What do you think, dude?
Bro, this is all electric. Honestly, makes me kind of believe they might do a CM Punk versus Logan Paul feud.
Really? What makes you say
Yeah,
that?
it's just the way they're firing at each other like this, having a one-on-one promo off like that. They've had multiple exchanges at this point, and you had the Rumble moment. Obviously, I'm not going to be surprised if they do something in the chamber.
I agree, actually. I want to see something big between those two. Hopefully something happens, but we'll see. I mean, it's all in due time. Obviously, Saturday is the Elimination Chamber. We get a huge two matches actually, and then we get like little. I think it's a return match, maybe. I don't know. Um, and then I'm excited to see what Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Those
Honestly,
are going to be
so
fucking nuts.
when we get there though, but after this, we see the replay of Penta and Pete Dunne. And Dunn, goes into Kaiser. Penta getting the win. Kaiser attacking Penta. Dunn and Kaiser fight ringside, and then Penta hitting the top of the tope con hilo, leading to a triple threat this week between Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, and Penta El Cero Miedo.
Cero miedo.
And dude, just let me tell you, this match, amazing. Match starts out,
Was
they're all
so
three sitting in
good.
the ring or whatever. They're kind of going after each other. Dunn integrates Kaiser, which leads to Penta taking out Dunn with the Hurricane Rana. And then right before we go to commercial, Dunn hits a running knee to Kaiser's face off the apron. But when we come back, Punta is hitting a powerbomb on a Kaiser while Kaiser is superplexing Dunn. So, dude, we've been seeing a lot of those big moves like that recently. I love it. Penta later, though, hits a tope con hilo on Kaiser and Dunn, and then Dunn hits a bitter end on Penta, looking like for the win, but Kaiser breaks it up. Penta hits a Mexican Destroyer on Dunn. He kind of hits a sacrifice as well, but Kaiser hits his finisher to take the win from Penta. Dude,
I like this feud.
what they need to do something better with Pete Dunne. Yeah, I like the feud, but what are we doing here?
I agree. I agree with
I
that
feel like
stance
Dunne's like
there.
everybody's entry feud. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know,
Dunn definitely deserves to be treated a little bit better. I'd hope his tag team partner, what's his name, Tyler Bate, right?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, hopefully he gets cleared of injury soon, and hopefully they can go on like a tag team run and try to revitalize maybe the Raw tag scene.
dude, please, because that tag scene sucks.
Yeah,
So,
that could be something fun to do with him, if not throwing him in the IC title scene with them.
yeah. After this, though, John Cena hits, or no, sorry, John Cena Elimination Chamber promo video. Get a press conference after Royal Rumble and highlights of John Cena and the Elimination Chamber over the past years. Then we get to backstage with Jackie Roman and Rhea Ripley. And she goes, how's Rhea managing the title defense and Elimination Chamber looming? She goes, she's going to have an eye on Elimination Chamber, but her full focus is on Io. Io's right. She's never beaten her. Io, or Rhea's never beaten Io. She's going to have to go, she's going to have to do the one thing she's never done. The thing, it's been 5 years since Rhea versus Io. In those 5 years, she's become the most dominant woman. And in those 5 years, she's beaten everyone who stepped to her. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, you name them, I've beaten them. After next week, you'll have to add Io, and Io walks in, and Rhea goes, Rhea, next week I will beat you again, and I will go to WrestleMania as the women's world champion. Let me know what you think. Did Io is women's world champion, or do we fall or pull through with I think our pick was Bianca, right? Or my pick was Bianca, something like that. Yeah. Or do you go with someone like Bianca or like Charlotte Flair? Or you can't do Charlotte because we're already too far in this.
Yeah. Bianca is well. I've been chanting about a triple threat potentially between these three. I think for the past week or something like that. Maybe I can't remember exactly, but I think I mentioned it at least to you, maybe personally.
Yeah.
But I think Rhea next week retains. I think this is the you can paint this as the match. Like Rhea, it's perfect in my eyes. Like if you're not going to spin this into the triple threat with Io and Bianca, um, then this can be Rhea Ripley conquering one last hurdle. Like Bianca conquers one last hurdle in the Elimination Chamber. Rhea conquers one hurdle in Io, and now they're on an even playing field, so to speak, for WrestleMania.
I like that.
Hmm.
So, all right, we get into this next match or this first next match is a tag match between the New Day
The new
sucks
New Day.
The New Day sucks. Versus the LWO, late. Fudge, my bad. Latino World Order. We get the winner. I'm just gonna spoil it right now. New Day. Apologize, but we get a promo before the match, and we get a cut. Or they cut a promo before and during or before the match during commercial. And Kobe and Xavier, they're talking their shit. We've done them a favor. They should be thanking us. Y'all should thank us that we were here. And Kobe goes, y'all should thank God we are here. I was like, wow, okay. This is interesting. But the match starts out, LWO starts out hot. Woods and Kingston hold control as Cruz del Toro fights for a hot tag. But LWO hit their versions of the Topic on Hilo. And Woods distracts the ref. Kofi claws out Del Toro's eyes. And then Woods and Kingston hit their tag finish for the win. Sorry, but after the match, Kofi and Woods attack LWO, and Dragon Lee comes to save. Numbers game catches up, though, and Kingston and Woods hit the botched double powerbomb onto Lee. I don't know how I felt about this double powerbomb.
Yeah, definitely looked a little rocky there. Rocky, and that's being a little generous, I feel.
Yeah, really, honestly, that's Rocky is as generous as you could get with it, honestly. So, I mean, I'm interested to really see what happens with the New Day. Like, I don't know. Do they get drafted to SmackDown after the WrestleMania? Like, because they're not really doing much right now.
Yeah, they aren't doing a whole lot. There's a lot of talk right now that pretty sure we've already reported it, that Rey Fenix was taken off of the AEW roster page, or that he was talking with Tony Khan. I know that he's getting released from his contract from AEW, so he should be going to WWE, and hopefully, if he's released in time, he can tag with his brother. I feel like it'd be a pretty good storyline, maybe New Day versus Lucha Brothers at WrestleMania.
Very interesting. I'd actually like that, honestly. That'd be different. Give me something different. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, though, we get Judgment Day in the locker room. As usual. Finn is bitching as usual. But last week the biggest embarrassment was because of Dom. Carlito tries to save Dom. Finn degrades Dominic like usual. And thanks to Dom, though, he got Elimination Chamber qualifier, which is true. But Finn lost. Dom recommends a new member, and Finn says no. Liv says, though, that everyone needs to relax. After tonight, things will look up. And Liv predicts the tag win, and Finn is accusing the girls of attacking Jade. Liv says they need to get on the same page as Dom. And Finn says they'll handle their business. And Carlito, as the comedy character, as usual, he goes, oh, look, a yellow one, talking, about an apple. So, I don't know. This dude, he interests me.
He interests me too.
But do you think they're gonna bring in a new member of the Judgment Day or no?
I'm back and forth on this a lot because it's like,
why?
Because I want the Judgment Day to end.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of ready for it to pass its course. Feel like it's that time, but at the same time, you could definitely throw in a new member. Like, I think I've thrown out the idea that maybe it's Malachi Black or Aleister Black that comes in as Dominic's new quote unquote friend that comes into the Judgment Day only to be the one that tears it apart from the inside out.
Okay. That'd be interesting.
Like, that's just, it's an idea there. Or I've heard a lot of people say AJ Styles potentially.
Really?
Yeah, I heard do AJ Styles and then you can move into like Finn versus AJ at Mania.
That's interesting. That is interesting. So after this, though, we get Gunther walking to the ring. I just want to point out, when he arrived, he was in a suit. So my question was, why did he change? We later learned after commercial, though, but I'll get to that in a moment. We get Cincinnati Bearcats football team ringside, and Adam Pac-Man Jones is also ringside at Monday Night Raw in Cincinnati. And this is where I get my answer. Gunther is there's a ref in the ring with him. He goes, well, I understand you can't contain your excitement. The ring general Gunther is in action tonight. But before we get to that, I want to talk WrestleMania. Initially, when Jay won Royal Rumble and chose me, I was angry initially. But as the weeks go by, I'm warming up to it. I get to embarrass that clown on the biggest stage of them all and finish the Yeet Circus. I took the WrestleMania to Pierce. Yeah. And I offered him for me to be in action, and obviously he couldn't say no. Let me introduce you to my hand-picked opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, Akira Tozawa. I was like, oh no.
Tozawa!
Tozawa. But before the bell rings, let me explain. As I entered the building, I noticed you were doing a TikTok with those two clowns. You and I, we have some things in common. Not many, though. Both uprooted our lives to make a career in WWE. We both get into shape to prove we belong. But you waste it by being a goof for those degenerate fans. You're just like Jey Uso. You're making the wrong choices. Jay's choice will cost him his career. By the way, hey Pat, one night only. Maybe Tozawa, you should have the chance to earn my respect. Something Jay never will. Come on, earn my respect. And then we get Gunther versus Akira Tozawa. But before this, Tozawa is looking scared during this entire promo. He is just getting ripped into. I felt for him though. Not gonna lie. I
I'm
don't know
so
about
worried
you.
for Tozawa here.
And I really thought this was going to be a squash match. But as the match goes on, Tozawa unloads on Gunther, and Gunther hits a big boot on Tozawa. I mean, basically, it was a squash match, but Tozawa was able to. Tozawa was putting in some offense throughout this match, but Gunther hits a missile dropkick and then later catches Tozawa and puts him in the Boston Crab. Tozawa gets his break, though, but it's not enough for him because Gunther powerbombs him and puts him in a sleeper, lifted off of the mat. This was crazy. But you know what's even crazier is after the match, Gunther is still putting that sleeper on Tozawa.
Oh,
Otis
oh my
comes to
god.
the save. Gunther shoves Otis twice, and then he puts Otis on the sleeper. And dude, I need that match.
I don't know how he put a sleeper on a guy with no neck.
That's what I'm saying. But
Need that
you know,
match
as
though.
usual, oh so. And as Jay comes to the save, Gunther runs like the big white daddy's money bitch he is.
Big white daddy's money, bitch he is. Damn.
You heard
Attacking
me.
my boy like that.
You heard me.
Damn,
Yeet.
throwing shade right now.
Yeet.
I like Uso, but come on now. Come on now.
Yeet.
That's the ring general.
No. Yeet. I'm in full hate against Gunther right now just because of him
Full
versus
hate,
Jay.
bro.
Full blown hate.
Alex is joining Jay in crash out J mode.
Oh, I've already been there. Been there. So after this, though, we get a clip from Impulsive talking about Pat. Hypes up Pat. This is all Michael Cole, by the way. He's hyping up Pat, talking about Pat. He's like Pat says it's like two guys, or he says like it's like two guys watching two guys in a bar watching wrestling, and Pat, you know, he doesn't try to be a wrestling guy. But this is always my favorite moment of Monday Night Raw. The Patastrator. He goes, "What were you wearing?" Cole counts 3 buttons. He goes, "Fighting for their lives." But he compliments Cole for working out like the stud he is. I'm just saying, 26 years, missed 3 shows. Stud.
Stud and a half, bro.
By the time his deal's up with WWE, he'll have been with the company for like 31 years, I think.
Wow.
By that time. But after this, we see Dakota Kai walking backstage, Lyra doing the same. And we're going to fight for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Fuck this match. I
Fuck this
texted you
match.
after this match happened, and I was literally so fucking defeated.
Yep.
Like, it genuinely ruined my night and like the next morning for me. I was so defeated.
I
So
wanted
Lyra
to
starts out
everyone
hot
in there.
though. Come back from commercial with Dakota Kai in control. Lyra hits a delayed suplex on Dakota. Dakota hits a scorpion kick, and then we get to see a bunch of reverse pins. Lyra hits a Nightwing for the win. Like I said, I'm so defeated. So after the match, Ivy now comes out and attacks Dakota Kai, starts unloading on the Lyra in the ring, and then Ivy hits her finisher on the Valkyria. And I said, if not Dakota, give it to Ivy, honestly. It needs to be off Lyra,
Yeah, I'm
in my
not against
opinion.
it. Giving it to Ivy Nile.
She's defended it more than Shinsuke's defended his title. I just want to point that out.
Straight up.
So promo video though for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. We see a replay of the highlights during Sami's promo. Dude, fuck it. Drop the cage for Sami versus Kevin. What do you think?
Drop the cage?
Putting steel cage around that bitch. Fuck it.
Damn, that'd be crazy. Go
Or no,
full
not that.
hangman
Fuck
and
no,
swerve with it.
no. Not the steel cage. The elimination chamber. Drop it for Sami versus Kevin.
What?
Fuck it.
Have them just
Do
have
it.
an unsanctioned match 1-on-1 inside the chamber.
But use the chamber as the weapon. As a weapon.
Well,
So I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah, because they're gonna have the match inside of the chamber.
So after this, Jackie Redmond is with Sami Zayn. But basically, what else happened this past week with Sammy is what she's asking. He goes, I went to Kevin's houses myself. His mom was in town. We caught up. He got home that night. He felt ashamed because he didn't recognize this person who would go to his house. I don't know what the intentions were, but they weren't good. Family has never been involved. I didn't recognize either of us. But this is how it's different. I don't know what either of us are capable of. He understands a lot of people are looking forward to it, though. He understands why the match is unsanctioned. Sammy's just ready for this. They should go, but they should be concerned what he's going to do to Kevin, because this is going to be war. This is going to be worse than all of it. And I hope you're ready because it's going to be a bad time, Kevin. I hope you're ready. What do you think?
I'm fired up for this. I
I
am
too.
fired. This is my feud right now of the year. The year is young, of course. We're only in March, beginning of March. That is that. We're not even there. We're fucking at the end of February. Fucking a. But with that, this is my feud of the year, without a doubt. And they have a potential to make it like a year long build if they can like write Sammy off with this match with like a package pile driver, like 15 of them,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Write him off, and then he won't be back until some like SummerSlam time ish.
That'd be interesting. That'd be
He can run it
interesting.
after that. Like we got a Royal Rumble in fucking Saudi Arabia that's been announced.
Yeah, that's not until next year though.
Yeah, it's
That's a long
26, but
time.
yeah, it's a long time. But
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it though if it was done right.
mm-hmm.
So after this, though, we see Dom with Finn and Carlito backstage. Then we see them run into Braun Breaker. I already know we also see Braun Breaker backstage. Then we get Bianca and Naomi a promo video. They predict their win against Liv and Raquel, and it's basically kind of just to hype up the main event. But Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio is next, and Dom gets all cocky, but Dom absolutely gets bullied. And we see Finn kind of come out. I'm just saying, give me Finn versus Braun right now. Take my money.
Finn
Take
came
my
out.
fucking money. Yeah.
Good for you, Finn. We're all proud of him.
Wait. No. He comes out later. My bad. Point being, still give me Finn versus Braun. Don't give a fuck. Breaker runs the ropes though, takes off Dom's head. Dom, tries to take a timeout, but there's a distraction from Carlito setting up a 619. Breaker gets up, hits the Breakensteiner. Then Carlito and Finn attack Brock and Breaker. Braun Breaker winning via DQ. And after the match, the Judgment Day takes out Breaker. And then Dom gets sent outside. Carlito gets absolutely speared. And Finn and Breaker start off with a chair in hand. Like I said, give me that match now.
Give me the match now.
Take my money.
Take my money now. Like that could be like a WrestleMania like type, or like a fucking like a SummerSlam type of deal. Like low key, if you run it like I know we've talked about Kaiser running like this whole like challenge Gunther for the greatest IC champion type deal, but like dude, Breaker is the freaking man. He's so fucking dope. So like if Breaker even goes on like even a year, it doesn't even have to like threaten Gunther's one, but like a year long title reign with it, this could be like a SummerSlam feud for him.
Sure. Not a bad idea. Mm.
I know I'm booking way in advance for SummerSlam, like on a lot of these things,
Bro, I
but like
booked already at WrestleMania 42. It's fine. WrestleMania 42. Give me. Oh, I have a pitch for WrestleMania 42 if it was done right. No, fuck. It's gonna be really weird how they do WrestleMania 42. Anyways, cricket highlight of the night. Rock's
Speaking
promo.
of,
WrestleMania 42 announcement for April 11th and
speaking of
April
it,
12th of 2026 in New Orleans, and Rock wanting to take Cody's soul. Then we get the Creed typing up Ivy for what she did. Jackie walks in, does her attack mean she's trying to get back in the Intercontinental picture. And she basically goes, yeah, because Master Gable said so. And then the War Raiders come and attack the Creeds, dude. It was insane. That brawl was nuts. It's war.
it is war.
So we get Cody Rhodes. He goes, what does it mean to ask for one man's soul? I know it's abstract phrasing. Growing up in this business, I can see what the offer the final boss, The Rock, has made me. It is good what guy 101 to make sure I don't lie to you. I do need you to know, as I'm standing here, I'm incredibly blessed. This decision, it doesn't affect me alone. I have my wife, Brandy Rhodes. I have Liberty. I have my sister and her family. I have the Nightmare Factory. I have two nephews that share the last name Rhodes. I have the memory of my father, who even, and then we just get Dusty Chance right then and there. Said he worked into his 60s on the indie circuit, and I don't want that memory to leer in my future. I would fight and scratch to claw to get it. The Rock saying I could get it without having to do it. And then we get Seth freaking Rollins coming out. He goes, Cody Rhodes, bro. Like, this is the first time we've been in the same ring in nearly a year. Last time I was WrestleMania 40. I would love for this moment to be a moment of celebration. I love to look at you in the eye and congratulate you. Extend my hand, shake yours. But after he wins Elimination Chamber, he can't wait to go to WrestleMania main event. But that's not why he's out here, though. And, it's kind of to ask Cody the same thing we've all been wondering since Friday. What the hell are you thinking? Nearly a year ago, we stood side by side against the Bloodline, against Roman Reigns, against The Rock, and now he's back asking you to be his champion, to sell your soul to The Rock. The fact you didn't slap him is a slap in my face. Do you not make me regret everything I sacrificed to help you win the WWE Championship? What the hell are you thinking? For what? So you don't have to fight, scratch, and claw anymore? Is this WWE Championship weighing on you? Is it a burden? Well, it's not for me. I was like, damn, Seth, okay.
Damn.
And Cody goes, I wish this was a good thing. He's asking for my soul. The reason he doesn't ask for you is because you're already compromised. Let's visit back June 2014. I know who you are as much as you know who I am. You hit me in the back with a sledgehammer. You stabbed the Shield in the back. I know who you are, Seth. I knew you were my Shield at WrestleMania 40. You're my partner, my brother. You helped me gain my family's biggest dream. You helped me become WWE champion. And Seth Rollins, because of that, you are the MVP of WrestleMania 40. So Rollins kind of fires back. He goes, look, I'm not here to judge you. Maybe in some ways, I'm out here to protect you from making the mistakes I did. I have been filled with hate lately, and sometimes that's pointed in the right direction. I have people like Roman Reigns, CM Punk. I don't want to hate you. Don't make me hate you, Cody Rhodes. And look, at the end of the day, you make your own decision. I'm going to Elimination Chamber. I'm going to win. And the man I want to face is not a soulless shell of Cody Rhodes. I want the Cody Rhodes who came back and beat me at WrestleMania 38. I want to face the Cody Rhodes with the one arm and a Hell in a Cell. I want the Cody Rhodes I helped crown champion in the main event of WrestleMania. I'm not coming for your soul, but I'm coming for your title. What do you think? That is fire, dude. Raw's been cutting some fire promos. Like,
yeah,
we can't deny this.
Nah, he cannot be denied. Seth's been going off recently. This was nuts, and I loved it. I love that this was all pointed at Cody and like essentially just like, bro, like you do this and like you're slapping me in the face type shit. Like
you're literally sitting here and like doing everything wrong. Basically, is what he's doing.
mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So let's just hope he doesn't sell his soul. I don't think he does. I'm gonna say it right
Seth
there.
Rollins selling it though.
Seth Rollins already sold his soul.
Sell his exactly. Like he's already compromised.
That's the point, though. He already knows the game. He's already been around the game. So why would you do it again? Rollins knows the ins and outs. Why would you do so? Why would you do that with somebody? Take advantage of somebody who doesn't know anything. That's bad guy 101.
True. All right,
so we get Kathy Kelly with Logan Paul, and he isn't here to be famous or get a paycheck. He's here to be a competitor for the love of the game. I'm a headline with or without WWE. My name, Paul, goes throughout combat sports, and Logan Paul is the best for this. We get a promo video of Jade being attacked. So who attacked Jade Cargill? Nick Aldis showing us Liv and Raquel. Do you think it was Liv and Raquel?
I don't even know. I still think it was Naomi. It's got to be Naomi at this point. Where she's all like, man, everybody be thinking it was me. No way it was me, no shit. But there's no way Bianca's like totally innocent at this point, I don't think.
I have an idea for that with our main event, because honestly, the main event, it lines everything up with what's I'm probably gonna assume Elimination Chamber or lead up to WrestleMania. But after this, we get Tozawa with the Alpha Academy and Natalia and the trainers. Tozawa yeets A-Town Down Under is outside, though. And Jey Uso cares about one person, though. Jey Uso. Yeet. Grayson is just trying to degrade Uso throughout this entire time. Wallen calls Jey a meme. Grayson thinks Jey won't win at WrestleMania 41, and anyone who knows ball, Gunther is going to run through you at WrestleMania 41. And Jey goes, everyone doubted me. I put that on everything. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. And as Jey yeets, who yeets with him though? Austin Theory. Waller looks at him with disgust. Waller gets super kicked though, and Jey yeets as he walks away. Dude, holy shit.
Holy shit. We're still teasing this tag team breakup.
Honestly, I think we need it.
Yeah, at this point, it needs to happen.
So
They ain't
after
doing
this, so we
anything
get
in the tag division.
that's real. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca and Naomi. And honestly, throughout this match, I was actually kind of okay with Liv and Raquel winning this match. I kept going back and forth with it. But kind of just to keep going with this whole thing with, Jade, I'll get into it more after this match. Before the match, though, Bianca and Naomi attack Liv and Raquel, but as the match starts, Bianca holds control until Raquel gets tagged in. Sorry. Come back for commercial with Naomi receiving a hot tag and running wild. Naomi hits the blockbuster, which leads to Bianca hitting a 450 splash. Liv and Raquel hit their finisher, though. Bianca is able to kick out Naomi, and Bianca go for a double KOD, but Dom comes out and distracts the ref, allowing Liv Morgan to hit the Oblivion, but Bianca kicks out. Bianca hits the KOD, but what looks like to be the end of the match, Raquel comes to the save, and Naomi and Bianca hit a double KOD on Liv, and Dom saves the match by putting Liv's leg on the rope. And at this moment, I knew they were winning the match. So Bianca chases off Dom. Raquel drops Bianca face first on the announce table, though. And then Naomi takes out Raquel. But as this happens, and Naomi's going for the win, Naomi slams Raquel's face on the ring post, and Liv Morgan just crawls and covers for the 1, 2, 3. So I'm actually okay with this. What do you think?
I was actually really okay with it too. It clears up
Clears up
either
Bianca and Naomi.
yeah, so they can do single stuff. Like Bianca can potentially win the chamber, and or she can go into the Jade feud or whatever. Like if that's where they spin it, Naomi can definitely go into the Jade feud now that she's a singles.
Well, for our oblivious fans, Liv Morgan was asked by the No Contest Wrestling podcast, the Ice Cube Sons podcast, did she push Jade? Liv's response, and I just want to point this out, which when I learned this, I was like, holy shit, she's not wrong. She goes, in the history of Liv Morgan, every time I've done something, I've made it known that I did it. How many times did I scream, I stole Rhea's man. I stole the Judgment Day from Rhea. I retired Becky Lynch. But I was there the night Jade was attacked. It made sense.
Fair.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, holy
fair.
shit.
That's so
Which if I would have found this clip sooner. Wait, I think you and I came to a conclusion before this, though. I think we've talked about this, actually, before this.
That Naomi's the person?
Yeah, because it couldn't be Liv and Raquel because Liv has always been the one to make it known she's done shit. I think we've talked about this before. I don't know, because I remember talking it with... I don't know. I think I remember talking to it about you. I talked to him about my dad or something like that. I know I talked to someone about it. So, that's all I got for Monday Night Raw, though. That was an absolute banger of a Raw.
It is, yeah. Raw is heating up like crazy, especially on this road to WrestleMania. But now, with that being said, we're going to move right. Oh, go ahead.
I'm reading your SmackDown notes. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We're moving right into SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Tessitore introduces the Toronto crowd and hypes up the Elimination Chamber, PLE. We get a replay of the Rock segment last week, and Cody Rhodes walking into the building. He's greeted by a pair of goons who tell him his personal locker room, courtesy, the final boss, is ready. That's going to be kind of like a show-long storyline that we are going to touch on, and I thought it was phenomenal. But we then get Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer. She comes to the ring to officially open the show good and proper. Thank you, Trish Chance. Ring out. And she goes, bro, what year is it? Because we got Lillian Garcia over here. We ring announcing. We got The Rock coming back. John Cena's wrestling now. Trish Stratus is wrestling again in Toronto. Like what? I agree.
This is insane.
And she mentions wrestling is multi generational. Like the little girl in the front row, his dad probably had a poster of her on the wall. Maybe he like Lita. You don't know. When she wrestles tomorrow, though, it'll be the first time that her kids get to see her wrestle live. And she finds it incredible that she gets to mix it up with the women of today, like her tag partner, a woman who has been taking the division by storm, the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton. And it's Tiffy time and Trishy time,
All
of
the
course,
time.
all the time. They throw their jerseys to the crowd, to a bunch of gooners, I'm sure. Probably fucking freaked out over that. I literally am 99% certain that when they threw those, the dad that they called out earlier got one of them. Like, I swear to God. Bro is crazy for that. They say they are friends now, but all rise and put your hands on your heart because shh, it's Chelsea Green. Chez says it's a snooze fest out here, and no one wants to see either of them right now. And do y'all know who she is? She deserves an airtime because she is the women's U.S. champion. The crowd loves Chelsea, by the way. They are going absolutely crazy for her. Of course, she's Canadian, so why wouldn't they? She, though, goes that much like Austin Matthews. I'm the best thing to step into the Scotia Bank Arena tonight, Trish. But unlike him, Chelsea actually wins. And, I don't really get that one because I don't know sports.
I think it's a
There we
hockey
go.
reference. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think,
I'm pretty sure
yeah,
Austin
I'm sure it
Matthews
was
plays
Maple.
for
I'm 99% certain
Toronto.
it had to have been Maple Leafs or something like that.
Yeah, I think he plays for American. No, he's not. He's not American. Oh yeah, he's a captain for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
There we go.
Excuse me.
Excused. And the
Thanks.
minute Chelsea left this dump, her life took a turn for the better. She became women's U.S. champion, proudly representing the American people, and getting booed for it. Man, fuck you. Fuck these maple syrup eating fuckers. Tiffy starts saying she isn't represented by Chelsea before eventually challenging her to a match, and Chelsea actually has plans tonight, so she tries to leave, tries getting out of there. Trish thinks it's a great idea, and they just need Aldis to send out a referee, and Chelsea just loses. She goes, Nicholas, do not send out a referee out here at all. Do not. And then a referee starts coming down, and she melts down in the ring.
No.
No! And we actually get a huge match in all seriousness. The U.S. champion versus the women's world champion. The first time this has ever happened because it's the first time we've ever had a women's U.S. champion. And it's just, here we go. Free on TV. Opening SmackDown. We come back from a commercial and we see Chelsea in control until a handspring elbow and a spine buster. But Piper saves Chelsea from a potential PME, and Trish equals the field out there. And Tiffy, takes both out and sets up another PME. And then Nia and Candice jump Trish and Tiffy, causing a disqualification. Nia then fails 2 annihilators in a row and is thrown out of the ring, and Candice is saved from a PME by Nia, and they run away. Bunch of pussies.
God.
How are we feeling fired up for this tag match, though, going into the Elimination Chamber? Tiffy and Trishy time, of course.
I'm just saying it's Tiffy and Trishy time. I wonder if they have merch up. Let's look. I'm pretty sure they would have merch up. Why wouldn't you?
They should have merch out at this point.
Yeah. I think they probably had like for I don't know. Let's see. Where? Tiffany Stratton. That's fucking hilarious. They got a Tiffany Stratton with the cowgirl hat on. Did not. Yes, there it is. It's Tiffy and Trishy time. I need this.
Oh my
Trishy and
god.
Tiffy time. $35. I need it. I need it.
Need that.
All right, we're buying it right now.
And
All right.
that is fucking hilarious.
Yep, that's basically it. We were buying it. Am I shipping free? I got free shipping. Fuck yeah, let's do it.
There we go.
All
Could have
right.
waited. Could have waited to use a promo code tomorrow on Raw.
Fuck it. I'm waiting till tomorrow.
There you go. That's the right move. That's literally the right move. Save 30% off. There you
30%.
go. I memorized the amounts. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, all right. We'll go on now. We get a United States Championship number one contenders announcement thing with Nick Aldis, who is talking about a one-night six-man tournament to determine a number one contender for the United States Championship. It says 3 singles matches, which is going to determine a triple threat main event, and the winner of that will face Nakamura for the title. First match is going to be LA Knight versus Santos Escobar. Then it's Carmelo Hayes versus
I
Braun.
didn't like how they fucking did that. I
What,
fucking
Carmelo
hated
and Braun?
No, I fucking hated SmackDown for this reason. Because it was basically like all United States Championship shit, and then that's not. I mean, that was our match. I don't know. I just did not like the fucking like where we basically kept all matches consistent or we had all the matches for the United States number one contenders, and then that was the main event. I didn't fuck with that, in my opinion. I think you could have saved it for like next Friday, do the number one contenders, and then following or you lead that into WrestleMania.
I mean, I kind of low-key thought it was a good structure, in my opinion. Like the
I don't know.
one night mini tournament, to determine your mid card, fighter, and then I mean,
Right.
especially on like a go home show for Elimination Chamber, where like a lot of your stars are probably, or your bigger stars are probably booked up, getting ready for the chamber itself. So I don't know. I
Yeah, that
don't. In
makes
my
sense.
opinion, we definitely don't see eye to eye on that one. I really liked SmackDown, and contrary to that, I thought it was pretty cool having this one night tournament take up the majority of the matches on the show.
Yeah, I get that
And
100%.
the last one that I forgot to mention was Andrade versus Solo Sikoa, even though that's not the actual one. Gets changed immediately as we go backstage to Solo Sikoa. He walks up to Tama and Jacob tells him last week was an accident. You know what I mean?
Yara mean.
I don't feel like it's an accident though, for real. Besides all that, he wants to know what's up with his U.S. title opportunity. And Solo, after last week, thinks their family needs to get back on top and make a statement. That starts with the United States Championship, and that's why I want you to do it, Jacob. That's right. He wants Jacob to run the play. He wants Jacob to bring back the U.S. Championship to their family. Everything he does, or everything that he does, is to show him just how much he loves Jacob. The only thought I had during this was, well, rip Andrade. Bro's chances of winning that match went into the negatives.
Yeah, it sucks because Andrade is such a good fucking wrestler.
I agree there. But the match was really good. We'll get to that very shortly. Then Cody Rhodes is shown in his dressing room from the final boss. And we see who's chilling on the couch. Someone yelling out, man, you gotta try the shrimps. It's our truth. He's just chilling, man. It's like, how the fuck you get in here? Cody wants to know why he's here and is asked how he got in the dress. And, well, Truth asks him how he got a dressing room like this. And Cody's answer is, you consider selling your soul to The Rock. And, well, he is the soul man. I mean, Truth even watched him tag with Tony Atlas growing up. I love that. Bro grew up watching Tony Atlas and the Soul Man and John Cena.
Oh god. Oh god.
Truth is infinitely young.
Truth the time traveler.
He
Bro, he looks
is.
good for his age.
For real. He goes, man, you should consider it though. Look at all this great stuff you get.
Oh
And
god.
Cody's conflicted, and he just lets Truth help himself though, because Cody ain't eating all that shit. Truth's just fucking so now and down. I would too, though.
Oh god.
Then our second match of the night. It is Andrade El Idolo versus Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
Then it starts off quick. Andrade has the speed to outpace Fatu and hits a Hurricane Rana to the outside before moonsaulting onto Fatu from the top. But Fatu, this man, he switches the momentum during the commercial, but Andrade counters a pop-up Samoan drop with a poison freaking Rana. Doesn't keep him down at all, though, because a hip attack comes at him, but it's dodged by Andrade, who scores a Meteor in the corner, followed by a moonsault, though. Of course, though, he on that Fatu shit, so none of it matters. He goes at him. He hits two hip attacks. The Impaler DDT that looked absolutely lethal. Moonsault, 1, 2, 3. Yada I mean.
Yara man.
That was it. God damn it. This was a really good match,
Ah.
though, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Fatu. Then
Dun,
backstage,
dun.
Nick Aldis. He is seen talking to the Street Profits, and they want their tag title match that was promised to them before they were on the shelf. Then Los Garza get up, they walk up to him. Santos wants an apology for falsely being accused for attacking them, and the Profits refuse to apologize. Santos says that they will have to beat it out of them. Then Nick makes the match official. Profits versus Los Garza, which we'll move into next.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Profits versus Garza. DIY takes Profits out during their entrance, so we don't even get a damn match at all. Nothing. Falsely advertised. Fuck you. Just kidding. In my opinion, this was really fun. A brawl breaks out between all six, with the Profits getting the upper hand, stomping DIY until Pretty Deadly arrive. Yes, boy! DIY then drops Pretty Deadly immediately until the Motor City Machine Guns join the fray. Then all 10 people go at it as useless security guards do what they do best, and that's absolutely fucking nothing. DIY get away, and they start sitting on the announce table, and along with the crowd, they start, let them fight, let them fight, let them fight, as all the other 8 people go at it until they're separated. I don't even think we see them get separated. They just fade into commercial. And when we come back, well, no, actually, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I wanted to ask you, how are we feeling on the fiery SmackDown tag division?
Hey, we want the smoke. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I think I've said it before. Street Profits are my favorite tag team right now, but I think overall my favorite tag team, like all time, Usos, and then realistically, I think Street Profits are my top 5 all time. I don't have any. Like, I can't. Don't speak on the top. Don't ask me. But like, Street Profits are definitely there. I love the presentation, dude. Like, I love what they're getting into here recently because man, dude. They Street Profits need like they need something like big to happen, dude. Like I'm telling you, like please do something with these tag titles. Like do something huge against like DIY or something. Like do something huge against. I don't care who has the titles. Do something big and make the Street Profits win.
Yeah, at this
They
point,
need. They need to.
they're my
They need to
pick to
win.
be the next tag champs.
It's true.
And like, yeah,
Um,
we've definitely thrown out ideas for like multi-man matches at Mania and all sorts of stuff like that.
I'm excited. I don't want another like tag team, um, um, another tag team ladder match. I think we go with the Intercontinental Championship this year
Hmm.
because you could throw so many people in that match. You do. Let's do an 8-man ladder match. This is what I'm gonna book. I'm gonna book Braun Breaker. I'm gonna book Ludwig Kaiser, Pete Dunne, Penta, Sheamus. I'm gonna book. Let's throw Dom in there. I'm gonna book AJ, and I'm gonna book. Mm,
Finn?
Finn, yes. I thought I already said Finn. Let's do Finn.
Oh, you might have. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
No,
No, I didn't. Yeah, I would do
you did
those
not.
8.
You
I
did
would
not.
throw Dom in there. Just because I think Dom being in that match, it would be good to expose him to that.
That's amazing. Exactly. Get Dominic absolutely wrecked by fucking spear. Through awful ladder, through a ladder. Period.
Honestly,
Dominic getting speared with a ladder, by a ladder. And
honestly,
we'll go on now. It is Drew McIntyre. He's walking backstage and he finds Cody Rhodes, tells him that he's not here to cause him any trouble with the big decision he has to make tomorrow. Calls back to them both being at the bottom of the card fighting their way to the top. Drew had no idea what he would do in Cody's situation, but it says a lot that he didn't reply to The Rock right away. But Drew's curious what The Rock is going to say after Cody says yes. He finds out that his soul was sold a long time ago. Drew. Heard a last minute Elimination Chamber rumor. I'm not sure how real it is. Drew McIntyre is heavily rumored to be the winner, potentially as like a shock to everyone and be the
of the
guy to
men's,
challenge Cody. Yeah,
I'd be interested in that. That'd actually be a really damn good. Oh my god, that'd be good.
that'd be so good.
Like, I'm not even looking at the match right now. I'm just thinking of the fucking storyline you could play out of
The
that. Holy shit,
build would be so good.
you could play off their time
Holy
in the Indies
shit.
together. Oh my god, you could do so much with that.
Exactly. Especially if you start teasing this whole corporate Cody thing with Drew being this ultimate hypocritical character and there's just so much you could do with it. Elimination Chamber, I'm excited for. Like, there anybody but Logan and unfortunately Damian Priest. Like, I love the guy, but like anyone but Logan and Priest are kind of the ones that I'm cheering for right now to win that
Oh yeah,
match. And then we get an announcement of a Perth, Australia weekend takeover that's happening. I think it's just a TKO thing with WWE. Unannounced of what like that event's going to be or anything. Just announced that they're going to be doing it. Good for them. Money for them. Then John Cena has a vignette leading to his entrance into the Elimination Chamber, but it's cut off. The feed is just immediately stopped by Drew McIntyre walking through the crowd with a microphone in hand. He goes, John, you either die a hero or see yourself become a hypocrite. Oh, look who's talking. Calls out that during John Cena's last appearance during the press conference, he said that anyone can say anything about him leading into Chamber, and no one has said shit besides CM Punk, with one line directed towards Cena. He then sits cross-legged on the announcer's table after telling us he's going to say some things about John Cena.
yeah, he still sits like CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
This
Exactly.
guy's
This
crazy.
fucking guy. He's
This guy is
nuts.
crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I wonder what the old
Yarabi.
John. You know what I mean? I be dropping that all the time in the day sometimes. It's crazy. No one
Yeah.
knows what it means either. They just look at me like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, what noise did you make? It's
Yarami.
better than me going, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah, 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 yeah. Did you get that? Did you get my text today
I
about the
did,
song?
yeah. I
Did you
did, yeah.
listen
It's
to it? Did you listen
hilarious.
to it?
I did.
That's all I was thinking. I started laughing in the middle of work. I was like, oh, Shaw. I was going, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. What he has to say about John Cena, though, Drew McIntyre. He goes, I wonder what the old John Cena of 2010 to 2011 would say about present day John Cena. He'd probably say a poopy joke before tearing himself apart, before going to Hollywood and only returning for ego trips. Then he'd rip apart the giant ass bald spot on the back of his head that deserves its own area code. When I was a kid, I used to be scared of you, John. Not physically, but politically. You could end a career just like that, with a snap of the fingers. In case you couldn't hear it, you probably couldn't. But I am the monster that people like you created, and at Elimination Chamber, I am going to bury you. In 2024, I was screwed countless times, and you all cheered at the Toronto Screwjob when I was screwed at Money in the Bank. Damian Priest's music hits, and it cuts him off, though. He comes to the ring now. He goes, enough, Drew. All you do every week is complain. It's Drew McIntyre over here. On God.
On God.
We
All he does
see
is Mac
through
and cry.
McIntyre. We see through all your delusional thoughts, though. Our truth be back there in the back, making more sense than you for crying out loud. That's saying
Yeah.
something. Yeah. You try the shrimps. Damien calls out the constant failures of Drew had last year because of his weird obsession with Punk, and Drew claims that he isn't obsessed with Punk. Damien calls out the way he is sitting, but Drew says that he is the one dropping pipe bombs now. The goal tomorrow is to win and go to WrestleMania, but Damien is going to take pride in eliminating him tomorrow. And last time we were in this building together, it's because of your obsession with CM Punk that I dropped your ass. And if you want a reminder of that, then go ahead and step in the ring and I can give it to you. And Drew's ready to go, but we here burn it down. Visionary. All right. The visionary himself.
Oh,
Whoa. Seth freaking Rollins. I'm pretty sure he's dressed like an oven mitt. He's dressed in all fucking red. We love it. Sorry, boys. I had to get that in because it's been a while since I've been on SmackDown. He is Monday Night Rollins after all.
Oh God, because he is the visionary.
He is a revolutionary.
He
He
is.
is Seth freaking Rollins. And look at the three of us back together at the scene of the crime. If it weren't for CM Punk under the ring with some questionable officialing and this guy Drew McIntyre having the worst Money in the Bank cash in the history of like ever, Seth isn't here though. Well, he'd be champion, sorry. But Seth isn't here to talk about the past. He's here to talk about the future. He feels as good as he looks, which, take it how you will. Seth tells them that they, along with everybody else in that chamber, doesn't stand a chance. And Cult of Personality rings through the air, and the best in the world arrives. Call me a fanboy for him. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And CM Punk comes out, of course. He stands ringside as all of them stand. Well, Drew's still on the announce table, and then Damian and Seth's in the ring. He's hanging out at ringside. He goes, "Is it great to be alive on a Friday in Toronto or what? There are plenty of people in here that I have problems with. Let me start with you, Seth Rollins. You feel as good as you look. You look like an oven mitt, and I cooked you on January 6th, and I will cook you again in the chamber tomorrow." Fair enough. Fair enough. It does look like an oven mitt.
Does look like
Priest. It was very puffy. It looks like he was wearing grandma's quilt. Priest, though, I got no problem with you, but when the door closes tomorrow, you will be collateral damage. Then there's Drew McIntyre. You are obsessed with me, and I am obsessed with only one thing. This, he points at the WrestleMania sign. I'm obsessed with my road to WrestleMania. I'm obsessed with my main event. First time ever, by the way. If I have to beat every single one of you in the Elimination Chamber to get it, then I will do it because I'm tired of all of this drama. Now we have somebody out here trying to buy souls. I've got someone with the audacity to ask if I've sold mine. Drew McIntyre, you don't even have a soul to sell because I snatched yours inside of Hell in a Cell. And everyone here needs to get real serious real fast. And you'll have a hard time dealing with that based on how you are dressed, Seth. You are all going to deal with CM Punk in Hell in a Cell tomorrow. So, in case any of you decide not to show up tomorrow, just like John Cena, who decided to start a retirement tour, then decided not to show up to work, I understand completely. This is not about you, though. This is Seth. He chimes in. He goes, "This is about
that.
me." Seth tells him he will not main event WrestleMania over his dead body. Drew points out that he laid Seth out at WrestleMania, and he has 6 months due to give CM Punk another injury. That was brutal. That just felt brutal, bro. It's like fucking a. Damian
I
points
agree.
out it doesn't matter what happens in the chamber because Drew is going to be complaining on the internet no matter what happens. And that sorry, stutter as fuck. That tells Punk his Mania dreams are gonna die as Drew and Damian step up to each other now. We hear Whoop and John Cena's fucking music hits. And of course it's not him. Because I hate Logan Paul. I fucking hate this man with a burning passion. Because this giraffe looking motherfucker comes out. He goes, everyone in the ring has the most perfect face. Which was kind of weird. Paul tells, or that was just a note that I had. Sorry, everyone in the ring has the most perfect face. That they are all just like really, really motherfucker.
This guy. This
This
guy.
guy, this guy. Paul tells everyone that John Cena doesn't care about them. You can't see him, but you can see me. Look at all of us full timers. Do, 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 do. Meanwhile, John Cena can't even show up, man. This classic Hollywood wrestler throws shit or throws shade with Seth Rollins is wearing, saying that he looks like a Lady Gaga threw up on a coat hanger. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre is right here at home in Canada because he can't win a championship, and neither can the Toronto Maple Leafs. Damien, though, I'm gonna be real.
This guy.
I barely know anything about you, but I heard you used to be world champion. Make some lame ass comment about Breeze and then being fucking answers WWE's prayers and shut the fuck up. I hate this guy. He goes, I see that stupid look on your face, CM Punk. I say I like to smack the look off your face, but I did that on Monday. So how's your jaw? Then Punk says that he will show him, and he goes up the ramp, and Paul runs away like a little fucking bitch he is, saying that they need to play John's music. Play John's music. Alex, I need your thoughts on this. That was a lot of talking.
Fuck Logan Paul.
Fuck Logan Paul, dude.
Fuck Logan Paul.
That
I'm
was,
actually really
dude.
excited. This was a lot of build up for Elimination Chamber, and dude, I mean, we really this is what I was talking to you. No, actually, I haven't yet. I want to throw the idea to you. I've seen these rumors around. Um, so I've seen rumors of Damien versus Drew for WrestleMania. Then it's Punk and Rollins, or Roman, Rollins, and Punk. Um, then I think we all are predicting Cena versus Rhodes. But Logan Paul, he's kind of out there. What do you do with him? Or do you put him in a feud with Punk at WrestleMania?
I
Kind of
mean,
signify. Because here's my thing. I saw something the other day. Rollins and Roman have only ever faced each other one on one 4 times. They're both 2-2. They're 2-2 against each other. Why not do the best of 5 at WrestleMania and keep
yeah,
Punk out of it?
literally, like, literally. Fuck having that triple threat. That triple threat is the number one match on WrestleMania that I do not want to see. I do not want to see a triple threat between Punk, Roman, and Seth. I would so much rather see them run the ones.
Of course.
But
That
can't
is
get
really
everything that we
interesting.
want. Wrestling isn't booked for me specifically.
No, yeah. I mean, we can book it for us fans, or do we book it in the like logical way? We fight these weekly.
On God, on God. But no, I'm for real though. Like this whole pointing out that John Cena is like part-time shit. Now, like, how are you gonna start a retirement tour? I'm with Punk on this one. How are you gonna start a retirement tour and just not even show up for this shit, bro? Like,
That's
where's
well,
John Cena?
he really is retired.
He's fully retired. Like, Rose really took those like 30 dates to heart, and he's like, I'm gonna save them all till December.
That is. He's been scheduled for I think it was 36 or 32. So we're anywhere I think we have like 27 to 32 days or 32 uh like appearances with him. Bro, and I hope I don't does he go out as a bad guy or does he go out as a good guy?
He goes, that is a good guy. It's fucking John Cena. Come on now.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
He's the perpetual babyface. You don't retire as a bad guy when you're John Cena. Wah-boo-boo-boo!
What time is up? What time is it?
Because then it's like, well, I mean, fuck it. Spoilers if you haven't seen the Elimination Chamber um thing before watching this, and you probably shouldn't be. But anyway, um, I'm having Punk as my Chamber winner
Oh god,
for
me too.
that match. Punk, yeah, I want
If
the Punker to
Cena
win
doesn't
this
win,
shit.
I think Punk should win it.
He's
I
my
think that'd be
number one
really
guy.
good.
'Cause,
He's not. I got John Cena winning.
it's Punk's here. Because I got, if anything, you can run the John Cena. But if you do have John Cena win it, and you have this whole Cody Rhodes selling his soul to the Rock thing, you can have Cody literally just right then and there sell it to him.
Mm-hmm. Ah, sorry. Yeah.
Cody can sell his soul, just literally.
Ugh,
I mean, you don't even have to do it really on the
I need
night.
water.
It's a sticky situation.
This is a very sticky situation. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but then we'll get moving on now. Sorry, if you're ready to.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm not trying to rush through. But then we get a replay of the Elimination Chamber kickoff show. And Michael Cole asks Liv and Raquel about if they attacked Jade Cargill. The big ass brawl starts off between all 6 women of the Elimination Chamber match. Bailey, Bianca, and Naomi versus Roxanne, Liv, Morgan, and Roxelle Rodriguez. Fucking hell!
Marcel Rodriguez. Oh God.
Raquel Rodriguez. Mysteriously absent from all of this, Alexa Bliss.
Ooh.
Interesting. And oh shit, I thought
Seriously.
we moved into that match next, but nope, it is our second U.S. tournament match. LA Knight taking on LA Knight, yeah, I did
Yeah.
not do that justice. Versus Santos Escobar. And
Let's
Knight and
go.
Santos
Bottom.
do some mat wrestling in the beginning, and they're getting all technical like the old school days. Yabo, though, is stopped by Santos, and they spill outside, leading to Knight hitting the steps, just charging into them bitches. Santos counters a BFT, though, and tries going up top with him, and Santos scores a top rope Hurricane Rana. Santos then later goes up top, and mid-air is caught with a BFT, which I thought was insane. It reminded me of like how Randy Orton can hit that bitch from out of nowhere. How Knight just drilled him with it midair, and he gets the win moving on in the tournament.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Give LA Knight that belt back already. Come on now. Let's just be real. It belongs to the megastar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
of course, Sami Zayn. We're in Toronto, so he's gonna come to the ring. We got an unsanctioned match on the night of the PLE. I keep wanting to call it pay-per-view, but I'm catching myself. Sammy
It's
looks at
valid.
the camera, and he all he says, Kevin Owens. Say we've been through a lot is an understatement. You've been doing a lot of running and hiding, and I know you are in Toronto. I'm standing in the middle of this ring right now, and I am inviting you out here out of respect, not for you, but for respect for everything that we have been through. This is your invitation to come out here and stand in front of me, face to face, in front of our people and our countrymen, and say our final piece, then I'll say mine. Because after tomorrow, there's going to be nothing left to say. We get Sammy, and up on the Jumbotron, Kevin Owens is seen in the Rogers Center where Elimination Chamber will be held. He's already standing in the ring because it's all set up and everything. He goes, "You're right. I am in Toronto, but I'm not there because I would hate to see something happen to your neck because I need you healthy, or at least as healthy as you can be, because Kevin is taking it all in because they fought everywhere in Toronto together, fairgrounds, pool halls, but never somewhere like this. Tomorrow is the biggest match we have had against each other in our careers, and you are trying to paint me as the bad guy. The worst part about that, though, people have actually started to believe you. I'm not the bad guy here, though. Everything that has happened to you and will happen to you tomorrow is fully deserved. Let me make one thing clear that after tomorrow, it's all said and done. And I have ended your career. You are stuck in a wheelchair, unable to provide and protect your family. I'm not going to help them or do anything for them. I am going to watch them suffer because this is all your fault. Sammy admits that tonight he is nervous going into this fight, and he's been nervous all week. But it's not nerves over what's going to happen to him. It's about what he's going to do to Kevin. I'm nervous
All that
for
talk.
your father. I'm sorry?
All that talk.
All that talk. All that talk, bro. Seriously.
All these two been yapping. Stop
They've
yapping.
been yapping. I'm ready for this fight. I'm ready for it. It's going to be, it better be violent.
It's
Like,
got
for
to
the
be a
shit that
violent
they've
fight.
done in the past, like,
And have said, like, come on now, let's do something.
come on now. Maybe blood, like, in the first, or they could just do the, like, angle of like Kevin Merckx Sammy within the first like 10 minutes, which I'm not against, honestly.
Hell yeah.
Like
I wouldn't
they
be
could
put
do that.
against it either.
Sammy though, finish this segment off. He says, "I'm not nervous for, or sorry, he goes, I'm nervous about what I'm going to do to you. I'm nervous for your father, for your mother, your wife, and your children who I have known since they were born. I'm nervous that they will not be able to forgive me after what I do to you on Saturday. But I am prepared to live with that. I am prepared to end this. I am prepared to end you. There is only one thing left for Kevin to say, and he will see Sammy tomorrow night." Fired up
I'm
after
so
the
excited for
segment.
this match, dude. I can't wait.
Oh, like for real. This is like hitting all the right buttons for this. They just need to deliver in the ring, which it's pretty hard for them to fail at. Kind of
Oh
a
yeah,
guaranteed hitter every time they get in the ring
they
together.
they're an absolute banger after banger after
After
banger.
banger,
Well deserved.
certified. Then our next segment is The Miz and Carmelo Hayes. They are backstage. Miz and Mello seem to be on the same
It's
page
mellow,
over the
don't
move.
miss.
Mello don't Miz. God damn it. They even say that it is us him. God damn it.
Mellow, don't miss. Oh God, it is awesome. Oh God, I agree with the Miz.
Agree with the Miz.
I do agree.
But he wishes him luck on his match tonight. And Mello says that he needs to run it on his own. Cody Rock walks up to the Miz as Mello walks away, though. And Miz asks Cody what he plans on doing. Because after all, the Miz might live in Hollywood, but The Rock literally runs it. Miz has The Rock's lotion on Papatui and says that it could be for Cody. It could be named after Cody. It could be Papa Cody. You wanted it to be. Miz mentions that Cody might be at the top right now, but there is still so much more, and they both know it. Cody, if he wants all that, he needs to take The Rock's offer, and if he doesn't do it, someone else will. Who that someone could be, we shall see if it happens. I'm
He's
saying
not.
CM Punk potentially. I've heard
No,
that
I want.
corporate
I
Punk
think I threw the
is a
idea
crazy
to you,
one.
or I heard an idea. CM Punk. I
Yeah,
don't know.
corporate
I've heard
Punk.
CM Punk, so that's all I'm gonna. That's all I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna elaborate more on the pre-show. To be honest, I think it's better. I think it's better that I elaborate more on the pre-show.
Yeah, I agree. Corporate Punk could be nuts. Or
The
I've even thrown
biggest.
out
That'd be
Rollins,
the
but you
biggest
said it
fuck
doesn't make a
you.
lot of sense. I agree. Yeah. And then, god damn it, dude, that would be so good though. Finally get heel Punk.
Oh
Finally.
God.
Then,
Oh God.
though, we get Braun Strowman versus Carmelo Hayes. It is our final singles match of this U.S. title thingy. And Braun wastes no time tossing Mello around like a child before running the Strowman Express. Then Tama Tonga shows up to distract the referee, and Solo tries using a chair on Strowman to no effect whatsoever. A chair ends up inside of the ring, though, and later on, after a few moments, Strowman wipes out everyone, and Carmelo pulls the old Eddie Guerrero trick with the chair, slamming it on the ground, tossing it to Strowman, and taking the dive, giving Strowman a disqualification.
He
I
lies, he
fucking
cheats, and he
loved that.
steals.
This was stop. I can't honestly remember the last time that was done, and it was so good that Mello of all people, that little shithead, would do it.
God.
But of course, Braun lays out Tama and Solo after the match because he's just a monster.
Monster.
And we'll move on now to Naomi and Bianca talking backstage about tomorrow, their Elimination Chamber match. Then Bailey walks in, thanking them for what happened on the kickoff show so that she can get her hands on Roxanne Perez tonight. Naomi and Bianca both want to get their hands on Liv Morgan to settle the beef after what happened with Jade. And Bailey says that she wants to get her hands on Liv too because of that reason. Bailey says that, I mean, it's clearly her and Raquel, right? I mean, who took out Liv, or sorry, not Liv, who took out Jade a couple months ago? Because, like, who else would it have been, right? Right?
Imagine.
Right, guys? Huh? But
Imagine.
imagine. Bianca knows it was them though. It's not an if, it's an it is. Like she knows Liv and Raquel did it, and they are ready now to go out there and handle business. This moves us
This
to
is
that
gonna be
match
nuts.
though. It is Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the tag team champions, versus Bailey, Bianca Belair, and Naomi.
Oh yeah.
One of those three names is kind of sus right now. Maybe two of them. I don't know. One of them
Dun,
bees I'm
dun,
curious of. That
dun.
N, Naomi.
GLO. No kidding.
W.
NAOMI. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's
That's
go.
all I'm
Take
gonna
the
say.
pieces out the cage. Alright. But match gets going. Naomi starts
Go.
off with Liv,
Go.
and right away,
Go.
all six start brawling. Literally takes no time for that to kick off. Bailey takes everyone out with a diving cross body. After a commercial, Bianca gets the 10 punches to Raquel before Naomi gets in and fails a split legged moonsault. Then Raquel tags herself in, and after a bit of help from her tag team, or sorry, after a bit of help from her team, Perez counters the Bailey to belly for the Pop Rocks, getting the win. And as she's standing out in the middle of the ring, who shows up but little Miss Bliss behind her? She shows up, spinning Roxanne around, giving her the Abigail DDT, yells something in her face that I kind of didn't pick up. And I really like how Joe Tessitore worded it, where what was it like the five like follow a path, but the sixth tends to do her own thing.
She is. She is she.
Something along the lines of that. If you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
did you not hear what dropped? On I don't know if it was, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. No, I think it was this past week. I don't remember when this was. Let me find it. There's a new entry in the journal.
Hmm.
It. I don't know where it's at though. I don't know where it's at though. There's a new entry in the journal, and um, because we've already got these. I think. I don't know. I know there's a new entry in the journal and shit like that, but I think it's about Bliss. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And I'll go back on here and like I'll think, am I looking at? Did I miss something? Go back on this website and look every so often. I'm kind of interested. So I want to see what they do with Bliss, and it's got to be done right because you got to think. Remember, she was in the fantasy side of Bray's reality.
Right, definitely.
So how are you going to bring Bray's reality into reality, especially with Little Miss Bliss being portrayed, in my opinion, as
Yeah, I agree. Definitely be more portrayed like that.
So I don't know.
I don't know either. I am excited though. Hopefully, I mean, hell, the one big idea that I've seen through, I honestly like the idea of Alexa joining the Wyatts and her and Nikki going after Liv and Raquel.
Again, it's got to be done right, though. Got to be
Gotta
done
be done right
right.
though. Gotta be done right, of course.
Got what I mean?
Yeah, that I mean. Then Byron Saxton backstage with Charlotte Flair, and he wants to know her thoughts on the Elimination Chamber tag team match. She thinks Tiffany and Trish are cute together. When the smoke clears, though, she has a bigger problem in the Queen, and there is no gold at the end of this rainbow, and she will make her realize that at WrestleMania. Woo!
Tiffany's winning at WrestleMania. Charlotte's going to put Tiffany over. And I'm telling you, dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be so fucking big. I'm so excited. I think it's going to happen. You think so? That's crazy.
Woo!
That's fucking crazy. All right, this guy
Woo!
over here.
Listen, I have a
All
bigger
right.
plan. I have a bigger plan. Remember
She's
how
not
I've
breaking John's. She's not John Cena's or John Cena
oh,
and Ric Flair's record. Yeah, she's not
she's
beating.
going to. She's going to 1,000%. But not not while John's on his retirement tour though. But she is going to at some point. She's going to win number 15 at I think it's 15 or is it 14? I can't remember. From Tiffy though, in my opinion. And then in the grand scheme of it all, we're going to do potentially a 3-match series ending with Tiffany winning the series from and the belt from Charlotte at the end of it all.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So Tiffy wins so Charlotte wins the battle, but Tiffy's going to win the war at the end of it.
Yeah, okay, I like that. All right. How about it?
Mm-hmm. Mostly just because it's like Charlotte Flair's the more established star, and it kind of teaches Tiffy to be like more wise and I guess more of a teaching development moment for her in her character. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. But then we go to a rundown of the Elimination Chamber card and a goddamn fucking video of Shinsuke Nakamura where he basically just tells everyone this tournament is pointless because the winner will be turned into an example by him, the samurai Nakamura, this dude. Then
Man.
we will go on now to our main event triple threat match for the number one contendership for the United States Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura himself start off backstage where Solo tells Fatu that he needs to finish the job tonight after what they did to Strowman. After what you did to Strowman, dog, you did nothing to him. He did
Oh
more to
God.
you.
Oh God.
He looks at him. He goes, okay, okay. Yeah, LA Knight. Carmelo, come on with it. Like I said before, lay down or I can beat your ass down. Hell, I'm America's most wanted. I'm a menace to society. Keep it 100. That U.S. title is coming to me. Shinsuke, I hope you watching because you about to realize that anyone who steps up to me gonna get dog walked. Yada I mean? 5, 2.
You know what I mean? Fuck. Oh my God, this guy's crazy.
These promos by this guy, week by week. They
Love
challenge
it.
CM Punk sometimes. He says half of it. What Punk says.
I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready
This
for
dude, when
Fatu
he
to pull
reaches
the
the
title.
top of the like mountain, is going to be an
No,
unstoppable
yeah, he'll be at
force.
the
I
top of the
guarantee
food
it.
chain here soon. I'm calling it.
Mm,
You can't keep this big of a star in the mid card. Like same with LA
no,
Knight. He's
you
got to be at the top of
cannot.
the food chain soon.
Yeah, I agree with that. Knight, when the match gets started, though, guns it for Fatu right away. They got beef going on. Fatu no sells Knight's offense and does an emote on his ass. That little head shake shit. Find it hilarious when he does that. But a top rope, yeah, Bo. Too Mello lets Fatu get his hands back on Knight outside of the ring. Carmelo gets in there and tries headbutting Fatu, but gets tossed, and Fatu ends up eating shit going into the timekeeper's area. After a commercial, though, Fatu's back on top because he's just on that Fatu shit still all night. Dosed up. He's tossing Mello around the ring and drapes Knight on the ropes. A BFT to Fatu is stopped by a first 48 to both men at once. and he tries going up top for nothing but net. Knight then stops him and ends up diving onto Fatu, and Melo scores nothing but net finally, and Fatu stops the pin and hits his Fatu shit combo. Is what I'm going to start calling it. It's the hip attack, followed by the Impaler DDT, followed by the moonsault. That's just what I'm calling it. Fuck it.
Oh
Then
God.
the Bloodline's favorite spot finally got reversed on them, even though they're not technically called the Bloodline anymore, I guess, where Knight pulls Fatu out of the ring and steals the pin right away, getting the win. Yeah!
Yeah.
Let's go. LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the US title for sure happening.
I'm so excited for.
He's got to win
You
that
know
belt.
what? I'm saying it right now. Shinsuke isn't done jack shit with this damn title. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
he hasn't done jack shit. The
And that's
only
my sole
reason
reasoning he's gonna win it.
Yeah, the only reason that they put that belt onto Shinsuke, I feel like, is to say that LA Knight is a two-time US champion now.
Oh
Like, that's
God.
all that he accomplished, is giving LA Knight that, like, accomplishment now. I feel
Oh
like once
God.
that match happens.
Oh God.
Yeah. Then, I mean, hell, dude, the idea I know I've thrown it out in the past, but I've kind of thrown it out the window once he lost the belt. But Fatu versus Knight at Mania for that belt, like these two have been kind of beefing over the past couple weeks and months.
It would be a bad idea.
Mm, that's definitely something I'm keeping my eyes open on for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Cody Rhodes now backstage. We see a lot of this guy tonight. And who's the final person that he passes before going out to the ring? It's the voice of the voiceless. It's CM Punk. He wants to know what all of this is about. What does selling your soul even mean? You're on top of the world. What could he
God.
even give you? I mean, what would young Cody do? I know what a young CM Punk would do. He would take that opportunity in a heartbeat, but I'm old enough now to realize why that is a mistake, and I'm happy that I never got that offer. You know why that I have no love for Dwayne, but I
Yeah, fuck Dwayne.
want you to take the offer. Yeah, I want you to take it, Cody. And Cody is clearly baffled by this. What the fuck? Yeah, take that opportunity. Shine it up real nice. Want you to turn that sumbitch sideways, and I want you to shove it up his playtime Hollywood candy ass.
Yeah, fuck The Rock. Fuck
But you
Dwayne.
do you. Fuck The Rock. Well, this is the final boss. You don't say that about The Rock.
I definitely do.
You don't boo The Rock. But we'll get to that. This is the man himself. You got here because of your heart, Punk says. You have to focus on your decision later. I'm going to focus on winning the Elimination Chamber and main eventing WrestleMania. So I'll see you there. God, please. Please let Punk win that match.
I'm
All
sorry
I
that
need in my
Cena's winning
life.
this. This entire year has been based around
No,
Cena.
nah, 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 nah. Boy getting put to sleep. Straight up put to sleep. This was a fire interaction, especially since like the last time we saw them talking, they were like all in each other's face, like because it was before the Royal Rumble, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I love every time these two get in the ring together and start having promos.
Oh hell yeah. It is. It's such a fucking. It is such a good fucking thing. Like I just we gonna need so many dream matches that we probably are never going to get, just because of the sole fact of just how everything's gonna be booked for the next few years.
Yeah,
It's gonna suck. So we'll have to see.
we shall see. Hopefully we don't miss out on too much. Hopefully
Hopefully,
Triple
shit.
H listens and actually gives us what we want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
Take my money.
Batista mean. But then our final segment of the night, it is Cody Rhodes being interviewed by Michael Cole. He was less being interviewed and more just being constantly berated. Cole brings up Elimination Chamber, and the winner is set to face him at WrestleMania. You also have a decision to make with The Rock tomorrow night at Elimination Chamber. Cole runs down Cody's run since he arrived in the WWE. He's living up to his father's legacy, but If you accept the offer, you could have it all the money, who and when you defend the title against. You could become a part owner of the company. You wouldn't have to make all the small towns and the European tours. You could get rid of the bus and stay home with your family. There is actually something that has just arrived for Cody, even. And we see on the Jumbotron an American Nightmare pickup truck, or not even on the Jumbotron, it pulls into the stage. The damn
This is
stage
crazy.
this bitch pulls up. It was a
This
nice ass truck. And The Rock, the final boss himself, appears on the screen. The Rock is coming to Toronto. Tomorrow night, Cody makes the decision of a lifetime at Elimination Chamber. And by the way, this entire time, his private jet is just roaring in the background, and you can barely fucking hear him. Like it must have been nightmarish for the people in the arena. Well, we've texted all week. We've FaceTimed. You're gonna do the right thing. I know you will. So enjoy the gift, a Raptor truck from the final boss. Because like The Rock, you love driving. You like driving on the open roads, the open, beautiful roads, the dusty roads. And speaking of him, God bless the soul of the American dream. The Rock has been talking to him all week, and he knows you're gonna do the right thing too. Bro, add being a psychic to the skill list of The Rock. Talking with Dusty. And at Elimination Chamber, the crowd will wait all night for his music to hit, and he will walk to the ring, and he will embrace Cody as his champion. And Cody will embrace him as his brother. He will give him his soul. I want to make all your dreams come true, even dreams you never knew you dreamt. Your family, who I have had the privilege of meeting before The Rock gets on his bird, though he had a gift made for Cody. He's been wearing it around all week to his workouts. The Rock shows a weight belt that says Cody's Soul with Dusty's death date written underneath it. This was brutal, I thought.
Bro, I didn't know that what death date that I didn't know what date that meant, so I had to look it up.
Yeah, that
But
was
I
insane.
think it was explained throughout the promo, so I just ended up leaving it.
hmm He then says that was a horrible date for the both of them. That day broke his heart. Cody Rhodes, don't break my heart again. And you need to remember this, bro. This like clicked in my brain instantly. I'm like, bro, that is exactly what he said to Cody Rhodes on the Raw after Mania 40 when he handed him that thing on his like whatever. We still don't know what that is. Whatever he handed him, if that ever gets revealed.
Oh, that's
But
true. We don't know.
he said, "Don't you ever break my heart again." So he dropped that again to him. He goes, "You give me your soul and make me embrace you as my champion." And he goes, "I love you, brother." With the closing shot being a very, very conflicted Cody Rhodes. Boy, howdy. What is Cody going to do? Is he going to sell his soul? Is someone going to swoop in from underneath him and take that offer?
CM Punk's going to.
CM Punk's going to. That's crazy.
You heard
Could
me.
do it. Dude, I've had this idea of like a Roman Reigns
That'd be
idea
crazy.
hatching this whole time. Where like I know Roman has been like involved in the whole Seth thing where people are like, well, Roman should come in the chamber and screw Seth over inside of there because of the Royal Rumble incident. But like with The Rock coming back, I feel like plans have to change. And if we're going
Yeah.
to change plans, I'd rather get rid of this is all just what I want, not what is rumored or anything. But just if you're changing plans, get Roman out of that triple threat, make that a singles match between Punk and Rollins, and then insert Roman into this scenario. However, you choose to do it. He can be backup for Cody because The Rock could eventually get a corporate champion of his own or someone to fight against Cody as his, you know what I mean, like his
Yeah.
representative. Where like we could do Roman versus The Rock in a singles match, and then Cody is challenged by The Rock's guy in the main event.
Yeah.
Or we could literally like this is part of the reason why I said Seth Rollins is you could real honestly, this is probably not the best idea because you're literally rerunning last year's Mania main event, but Roman and Cody versus Rock and Seth is an idea. Like if you had Seth take up that opportunity, then it's just the reverse somewhat of last year's tag match.
That'd be insane. I'm excited to. I mean, yeah, you don't want to rerun, but I mean, shit. Like, you can if you did it right. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Mm-mm.
I don't know though. I don't. I'm trying to stay away. I want Roman and Rock out of the main event. I want Roman and Rock away from everything. Like, I fucking hate that they're so tied into everything right now.
They are part. They well, Roman, I understand more than The Rock. The Rock just comes in and takes it all. Roman has been their top guy for a couple years at this point. He is kind of one of their main characters now.
Oh God.
He is the Tribal Chief, the OTC.
Oh,
Acknowledge him.
please
I
acknowledge
acknowledge
me.
you, my Tribal Chief.
Oh God, me too.
But then, with that being said, Alex, is that going to do it for the Elimination Chamber? Well,
This is a
this
weekly.
isn't the this isn't the pre-show, but like what I'm trying to say is like the week before Elimination Chamber show,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
weekly
yeah.
review show is what I was trying to say. But
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
words, not very good at them. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up. Make sure y'all catch the Elimination Chamber predictions and reaction shows that are both going to be out in association with the PLE. Make sure y'all head over to socials. We got Twitter, AR Wrestling underscore, Insta AR underscore Wrestling underscore. Make sure y'all head to Spotify, Apple Pod, iHeartRadio is AR Wrestling Podcast. Sorry. And then YouTube AR Wrestling 1020 in your search engines. Drop the subscribe, turn on notifications, watch everything that you can or want to. Don't have to, obviously. Then you go to Twitch if you want. Go to type in twitch.tv/AR underscore wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, make sure y'all check out the Elimination Chamber stuff, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you!
Thank you.